In the heart of the Syrian desert, surrounded by endless sands and scorching sun, lies the ruins of a forgotten empire, an empire that once rivaled Rome itself. This is Palmyra. Known in antiquity as Tadmor, it was more than just an oasis. It was the beating heart of a global trade network, a cultural bridge between East and West, and the stage for one of history's most extraordinary stories. Palmyra was not a city born of conquest, but of necessity. Located about 240 kilometers northeast of Damascus, it sat on the only reliable oasis along the caravan routes that connected the Mediterranean world to Mesopotamia and beyond. Merchants traveling from Persia, India, or even China needed rest, water, and protection, and Palmyra provided all three. Over time, this humble stopover grew into a powerful city-state. The earliest references to Palmyra appear in Assyrian records around the 2nd millennium BCE, but it was during the Roman era that Palmyra truly rose to prominence. By the 1st century CE, it had transformed into a dazzling city of colonnades, temples, and bustling marketplaces. Palmyra was a cultural mosaic. Aramaic was spoken in the streets, Greek adorned inscriptions, and Latin flowed through Roman administration. Its people were Arabs, Arameans, Greeks, and Romans, living side by side. The city's gods reflected this diversity. Bel, the Mesopotamian god of order, shared temples with Baal-Shamin, the sky god, and Alat, an Arabian goddess. To walk through Palmyra in the 2nd century CE was to see a city where the desert met the empire. The great colonnade stretched over 1 kilometer, flanked by towering Corinthian columns. Tower tombs rose above the desert horizon, housing generations of Palmyrene families. At its heart stood the majestic Temple of Bel, a sanctuary that blended Roman engineering with Near Eastern traditions. Palmyra's true power came not from conquest, but from commerce. Caravans brought silk from China, spices from India, ivory from Africa, and precious gems from Persia. These treasures traveled westward to Rome and eastward to Parthia, and every caravan that passed through Palmyra paid a tax. This wealth made Palmyra one of the richest cities of the Roman East. Local merchants built lavish homes decorated with intricate mosaics. Civic leaders funded monumental architecture that rivaled Rome itself. By the 3rd century CE, Palmyra was no longer just a desert oasis. It was a jewel of the Roman world, wealthy, proud, and ambitious. But prosperity is never without danger. Palmyra's location, so perfect for trade, was also caught between empires. To the west, Rome; to the east, the Parthian Empire, and later the mighty Sassanid Persians. As the 3rd century dawned, wars between Rome and Persia disrupted trade. Bandits and raiders threatened caravans. Palmyra needed defenders, and in its hour of need, new leaders would emerge. Men and women who would transform this city of merchants into an empire of warriors. From a desert oasis, Palmyra rose to greatness. Its colonnades echoed with the footsteps of merchants, priests, and generals, but soon it would echo with the march of armies and the cries of ambition. This was only the beginning. In the next episode, we step inside the daily life of Palmyra, a city where cultures mixed, gods shared temples, and every stone told a story.